So I just picked me some string beans. These are filet beans actually. So nice little crop. Keeps producing every day. About this much I get every day. And I also got a couple of heads of garlic. Well, there's more in there, but the stems are a little dried out and soft. I don't want to pull them before I get my trowel, because otherwise the stem will break off and then I won't be able to remember where the garlic head is. So I'm going to leave them and peel them up later. Meanwhile, I just wanted to show off some of my flowers. These are red poppies. I think they're called, oh, I cannot remember. Anyway, it's a Papaver somniferum, so it's gonna make a nice big seed head, which is very lovely. There's another one. They open up very very early, and they close, or I guess they start losing their leaves pretty early. I was out here at 8:30, and this one was already falling apart. So anyway, I'm able to enjoy these two, which is nice. And it's kind of the same thing with the other poppies. This is Papaver royas, corn poppies, which so is that, which don't lose their petals too quickly. Did I say leaves before? I meant to say petals. So anyway, but they're so lovely. Look at that color. Splendid. Anyway, I wanted to discuss very quickly the use of flowers in the garden amongst your vegetables. So in the middle of this sea of flowers, seemingly sea, it's just a very short little 1-inch row of seeds that I planted in front or behind of these collard greens here. I didn't expect that the flowers are going to get this big, but this is a good thing, because what happens is that you get all these flowers just full of little pollinators doing their thing, getting in there and being very comfortable and close to the more vulnerable plants. And so one thing that happens is that the insects that would like to munch on your brassicas or whatever are a little bit confused, because they don't quickly see this amongst all that color in there. Because all that adds confusing the let's say the moth or whatever it is that's gonna chomp on your brassicas. And also, again, the beneficials are close, so if something does happen to land on this thing and start to produce itself, something over here is going to come along and very quickly take care of the situation. So unless you have prey, then predators won't be able to live very well. So it's important that when you have, like, let's say, what's the name of that thing? Like tomato hornworm. If you immediately get rid of, pick off the tomato hornworms, and just get rid of them, just pull off all the tomato hornworms when you see them, your tomatoes won't get chomped, but you won't have the food for the parasitic wasp that, will eat the moth, or the moth larva, and, be there to support the ecology, the cycle. So So I've gotten to the point where I don't really have to worry about tomato hornworms. Whenever I see an occasional one, like very infrequently, I might see 1 or 2, maybe 3 every year. And I'm talking about all my gardens. In all my gardens, I might see 1 or 2 or 3. That's because I have allowed very early on I think it's a trachinid wasp. There's a couple of different species of wasps that are parasitic to the tomato hornworm, and so they establish themselves in my gardens, all of them, and now I don't have to worry about that particular problem. You know, these collard greens are, see, look at that. That's hoverfly, making itself very comfortable in my garden. Anyway, so yeah, that big old hole right there is probably slugs, and you know, that's not necessarily something that's going to be alleviated by the beneficials around. It might. I mean, there are some insects that do parasitize slugs, but anyway, the cabbage moth I have not had much of a problem with at all, because you know, they are not, I guess they're not able to see, or maybe they get attacked or something. There's also lots of birds around, which is also a good thing. You know, birds are also attracted to all the insects, you know, which causes them to eat the bugs, the caterpillars that might come on your plants. So, yeah. Encourage your beneficials so that they can protect your more vulnerable plants. That's it for me. Thanks for watching.